Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to all viewers of class 12th subject EVS dated 6th of Muharram al-Haram 1442 Hijri according to Muslim calendar and 5th of September 2020 Saturday. Today's topic is municipal solid wastes. Dear students, yesterday I told you about solid wastes and mechanical composting, open window composting. Today topic is municipal solid wastes. Municipal solid waste is commercial as well as domestic wastes generated in municipal notified areas in solid or semi-solid form. It includes biomedical wastes but is excluding hazardous wastes. Their students collection of municipal wastes. Collection of municipal wastes. The municipal solid wastes are commercial as well as domestic solid wastes generated in municipal notified areas in solid or semi-solid form. It includes biomedical wastes but is excluding hazardous wastes. So now the collection of solid wastes, the municipal solid wastes are prohibited in cities, towns, and urban areas. Urban areas, as they make rubbish carelessly drop it when they had been dropped carelessly, that's called littering. And also littering is a rubbish area. Rubbish is a dirty area. Rubbish is that very area where some rubbish materials, where some garbage, where some waste materials has been dropped tremendously. To prohibit littering, judicious steps should be taken by the municipal authority. This littering should be avoiding. To avoiding this very littering and to stop this very littering, municipal committee should take judicious steps to avoid such very hazardous wastes, such very substances in those very areas while inhabitants live. First step, solid wastes should be collected from house to house like community bin. Those very solid wastes should be collected from house to house like community bin, house to house collection on a regular basis. And second one is devising collection of wastes from slums. Slums are the dirty areas of city. Dirty areas of the city, especially where nomadic life has been taking place. Devising collection of wastes from slums and squatter. And squatter is also those very places where someone gets settled without any right, where someone occupies, where someone fetches the place and gets settled there, or localities including hotels, restaurants, offices, and commercial areas. So I will repeat it again. The devising collection of wastes from slums, those very dirty places of the cities and secateurs, while someone occupies the place illegally, where some, especially nomads, where some nomads get settled illegally, are those very people which have no right to settle in such very areas, prohibited areas. They can get settled and hurts the environment and disturbs the balance of environment, or such very inhibitant, such very people can demolish the demography of that very place. They throws dirty substances, they demolishes it. And in these very places, whole hotels, restaurants, offices, and commercial areas also throw some dust substances into these very places. The waste is created from slaughterhouses, meat and fish market, fruits and vegetable markets are biodegradable in nature. Those very substances which are biodegradable in nature should manage it to make use of such very wastes, and should be managed carefully, and should be managed on scientific temper, and should be managed on the modern scientific basis. Biomedical wastes and industrial wastes should be buried separately with latest tools. Biomedical wastes and industrial wastes should be buried separately with latest tools. Residential wastes should be collected, transported, thrown away by hand driven carts or small vehicles. Hand driven carts or small vehicles. I will repeat it again. And residential wastes should be collected, transported, and thrown away by hand driven carts or small vehicles. Construction and demolition. C&D. Construction and demolition debris may collected separately and following proper norms. And following proper norms. Diaries and drought wastes. Diaries and drought wastes may be collected by obeying the state laws. Every state has its own law by obeying the state laws. So these very wastes should not be illegally thrown into public places, parks, lawns, or those very places where they can hurt and harm the living organisms. So every waste substance should be keenly and carefully managed according to rules and regulations of the state government, or according to the rules guidelines given by the scientific authority, given by the medical authorities. So these are some lines about the municipal solid wastes of caste wealth. Hope for your sympathy and well wishers. You can see, you can look keenly and carefully. Wama alayna illal bala.